Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Amos. Welcome to my HTML and CSS tutorial class. We've been working on building a website using HTML and CSS, and so far in our last tutorial we stopped at building a gallery page, which with this we have our header, we have our footer, we have buttons that can take us to the top. Then we have some gallery images on our page. Then we also created the contact page. Now this is our contact page. We created a register page. Likewise, we also created a login page. So let's continue from where we start. Today we are going to create an about us page, this page here. But before we do that, we need to, in our last tutorial, we didn't complete on this. So we need to style this properly to give them space in between. So we'll come back to our code. Here, and so we have these. I've commented them out. So once I remove the comment, now let me explain. This, we give this our menu. We give them a class of nav item. So we pick this HTML tag as list item. That I should look for the list item that has a class of nav item. You should display them inline, then you give them the padding of 10 pixels. Then our main nav, the nav bar, the nav item, nav link, when you over on them, we give them this color. This is a same color that we've been using. So if we save that and we go back to our page and we refresh, we are good to go. So you can see that we have, so when you over on each of them, it's bringing out like the good color. So this is what we do. So today, without wasting time, we're going to move to the next page and want to create this about us page. So let's follow the tutorial as we continue. So on our contact page, let's just copy this nav bar here. But before we do that, let's just add this link here about the HTML. And this one we should make it home.html, so that when you click on it, it will go to there. So this is in our next tutorial, we'll create, we'll develop and design our landing page. But today, this is what we want to do. Then I'll need to, in our last tutorial, we talked about this button toggler. So I'll quickly show you that one too before we start building our next page. So let me just copy this, come to our contact page, scroll up, and we are going to paste it here. So instead of having to retype them again, so just copy and paste, save this, and save this. So if we go back to the contact page, where's our contact page, and refresh, you can see that we have our pages there already. So that's that. So let's come to our page. You can instead of having to create file, you can, since we are using the same CSS style and everything, just right click on the name of your file and duplicate it. So we'll call it about.html. So you save it. So this is the file that we want to work on. So we'll just change something I need to change here. Okay, this is our gallery. So let's just change the title to our gallery. Okay, so we'll save that. Then change this one to about us. Let me just save it and show you how you can mouse over it. So this is the page title I'm talking about. You can see Savannah Cafe slash the contact us. This is the gallery page. So let's refresh it. So we have it as our gallery. So let's just duplicate this. Let's just duplicate this. Change this one to about.html. Let's move this as page top. Okay, so this is our about page. You notice it here. So we need to change this to suit it. Then all this image gallery, we will remove it and put in the about page content. So first thing that we need to do here, since we've already started on this one, so we don't have any problem. So let's just change this one to about us. Then about, let's just change this. Let's change this one to about company. Change this one to about us. Okay, so let's just first of all, let's remove all this. Let's remove all this. We're going to need this. Let's remove from here. We'll check, and then we'll check all our div if they are closing their respective div. So this is a basic, the section is here, this one is closing, and this one is closing. All right, so we can start working on our page right now. So let's give this a class of map section. Map section. Then we give this another div. And we give it a class of column LG12. I mean, let's make it 6 because we want to content. So we duplicate this. In this first column, what this means is that it's going to use screen sizes of 6. Screen sizes of 6 in all the map section. Okay. Okay, let's remove this from here. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is to put in the content that we want to put there. So let's start with this one here. Let's put the image tag here, and we'll look for one of the image. Let's put image. Which image can we use here? There are a lot of them. So let's just use image video. Image coffee underscore video. This is the image that we're trying to use. So it's in .png. So we give it a class of image fluid as a bootstrap class. Then we add an alternative text there to coffee image video. Okay. So that's for that. So let's add some text and button inside the first column. So we have, sorry, we have our div. We don't need the div yet. No, we don't need div yet here. We're going to need the div. We'll put it. So let's just put. Let's use h2 anchor tag and write who we are. Who we are, and let's put the body. For all background noises that you might be hearing underneath, I sincerely apologize for that. So let's change this one to about. Let's change this one to about market. So for this, let's give the class of market content. This is a custom CSS class that we are going to use. So we use the style about market heading 2. Then let's add a tag then. Instead of having to type some things, let's see if we can just use some of this content to. Let's just copy this and paste it here. So this one will give it a class of about market content. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is to put like an anchor tag in form of a button. So we don't want it to go anywhere, so we just put. So we can say become a dealer. Let's give this one a class of btn, btn dark, btn large. Check the Bootstrap page for this for more information. Put this one, copy it. I use Control Shift D, or you can just highlight it and use Control P. Control C and Control V. So let's change this one to Bootstrap Lite. Okay, so let's save it first and go back to the page and see what we've done. We are building a house. So let's see how our house looks like. Okay, so we have our about company. So this is the image that we added. So we will get to a place where we're going to style all this. But let's keep building. We have a lot to do today. So the next one, let's create another section using a section tag. Let's call this page section. We need a div, a class of container. Then we need another div, and we'll call it a row. Then we need another div. We need to give it, this one now will be the column. We want to create like a four column on the page. So this one, let's give it a class of LG6. On large screen, you should use 3. Then on medium screen, I apologize, my system is a little bit hanging. So on medium screen and small screen, you use this. So let's just finish with this one. So we just make duplicates of the rest. So let's add our image source and let's use a image, the img. Let's use I have some images here called about. Okay, so we are going to use 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have the first one is about icon 1.png. Let's give it a class of image fluid, giving an alternative text. Sorry, image 1. Still inside the same column. Let's just paste this. This is where our row is closing. So for still under this, let's have the text there, and let's give it the best. You can put anything there. I'm just writing some things that comes to my mind, or some things that my eyes can sight with. So we have let's just give this class. Then we have another p tag, and we give this. Let's just remove this two. So let's go to this site and see any just something little that we can just copy to just fill them in. So let's bring this one down. So now we've done with the first one. So it's just to make a replica. So you highlight, you can copy and paste and use Ctrl+Shift+D. Something is not closing. Please ensure all those divs are closed. This one is closed. This one is closed. This one is closed. Is this one closed? And let's check if this our row is closed. I think it is. Okay, then our div container is closed. So let's change this one to 3. We change this one to 2. We change this one to 4. So no. Change this one to 4. So the alternative text, let's just use image 4. Let's use this one, image 2, image 3. So let's see. Okay, so let's come back to the page, refresh. Our page is loading. Okay, so this is what we have. This is what we have here. So then let's add one more thing to it. Let's just change this title to make them look different. So we have the beds was, let's just say, professional coffee makers. Say points of sales, and let's just say accuracy and assistant. All right, so let's move to the next thing. We also need to create another section. You can actually put comment on this thing just to know exactly where you are. Or just let's continue. So here, give it a class of page section, give it a class of market section, not content. This is another custom style. You make it with an idea about. Okay, so let's have a div. Why is this thing coming in caps? We give it a class of container. We have another div with a class of row. So we have another div. So we give this one the class of LG. We are using 12 for all the screen sizes. So inside, we have an H2 tag, and we say our client says, let's give this one a class of let's content. So let's duplicate this one. Let's duplicate this one and give it a market heading. Then we give it a margin bottom of 5. Then we change this one to our skills. Okay. Let's see what we've done so far. But we're not going to view it yet. But still inside this large column here. So we need to create another div. I'll give it a class of row. Then inside it, we'll need to create a 4 columns again. But we'll specify how they want to show. So on small screen, for small screen you use SM. For extra small you use XS. XS, yeah. That means this column. This we write for, yeah, for small, extra small screen. I call this mobile phone, like SM6. So let's continue. Then for medium, she use 6. Then for large, she use 3. Okay. So once we are done with this one, we just make a duplicate of this. I'm spacing it there so I will know where we are going to start the copying from. All right, so let's give this a class of skills content. So inside here we have an H2 tag again. I'll give this one skills content number. And let's just put let's make it bold. Put 300 here. You just want to add a number to it. Then let's duplicate this. Change this one to skills content. Skill content title margin button 3. And we just say online stores. Okay, then I have a paragraph, and we give this a class of skills content text. So let's just go to this site and find something we can copy. Use this one. Let's copy it. Let's go back to our page and bam. So we want for this. So we're just going to change the heading. Let's duplicate the light this. Duplicate them also. Let's scroll. So that's the first one. First one is 300 online stores. So let's change this one to product types. Sorry, it's not. Let's just cut this one out. This is like the title, so I just put in a content there. Yeah, so let's put 12 here. Let's say this one to be years of experience. Then let's say 780. I'll say happy buyers. So let's put it in good there. And let's go to style what we have. So let's go back to the page and refresh. So it's because of we haven't styled them. That's why it looks somehow scattered. So let's just be patient. We are building our house. So the next thing is just for us to, the next thing for us to do is to paint our house. So we need to follow it bit by bit. So the next thing we want to do now is to start styling them. Okay, so let's start from the top. Start from here. So let's just quickly pick it from the bottom. BTN dark, BTN light. So for BTN light, this is the CSS style I want to give it. BTN light. So most of all those styling that we'll say, once we do it for one, we'll just copy and change some few things there. So BTN light, so the background color we want to give it, we'll give it the same color that we've been using. We have two same colors, this one and the 244. Background color should be this. And same with the border color. We'll change this one to border. So not this one. Let's give it a color of white as FFL. You write white directly. And the font family. So this our theme font that we're using. So let me just copy this tentative. Is there anything that we don't need there? We'll remove them. So this is our font. Then the font size are using 16 pixels. Then font weight to 900. So we remove this one. We don't need it. So what should happen if you over on it? So let's just make a duplicate of this. So one is made over on it. The background color should be this. That's white. The border color should remain the same. but the colors changed to this, the same font size, same. So BTN dark. For BTN dark, let's first of all remove. Before we even remove this one, actually the same thing. We just change them. So BTN dark. What should the background color of BTN dark? The second same color is 2444, and the border color is the same. The color we want to give it is white, the same fonts and the same. So the next thing is when you over on it, we should the background color should be white. This one should be 244, 244. The color, this one is the border color. Change the same thing to the border color, so everything remains the same. So we save it. So we have a so let's go to market content. Market content. Then about market heading and about market content. Is that what we should start next? Yeah. About market heading 2 and about market content. Okay. So hold on. I'm trying to find out if that's the correct thing that we use. Okay, yeah. About market contents. And it should be true. Okay, so let's continue to the styling. All right. So we have just let's just copy it instead of having to type them all over again. So heading, we just change the other one to content. Sorry. So this one is heading 2. This one will be content. Okay, so the color should be black. We are using the S code of 00. If you just use 3 for white, F, use 30 for black. So using the theme, we are using virtually the same theme before. This is the theme font we are using. So we just need to change the font size. Change this one to 60. I'll change the font rate to 500. Content 2. Need to change this to let's just copy this. So we change the font to 25, font weight to 3. Then our market section, we need to put this background image color. This background image, I mean, not background image color. So put it there. You don't need this. So let's just save and take a look at our about page first. So now next thing we'll start next. Okay. So here we go. it seems there are something. Okay, our texts are still there. It's just because of we are in black. That's why we can't find them. So, all right. Remember, we've started our BTN. This is for our who we are, our about market. The button, you can see the BTN dark. So this is the BTN light. So that's what we have it. And let's go and give this one a little bit of start. Then we'll move to this one and deal with them also. So who we are, remember it's this world, this BTN style. So we've done all these ones. So we need to move to the HDD2, HDTT2, and HDD, HDTT, and HDD2. So where you have the style of HDTT2, they are still going to be the same thing. You just change some things there. So copy it. The color should be the same font. Let's just make the font size big, the font weight big. We duplicate this. Duplicate this. Then same black, same font size. Let's just change this one to 15 and the font weight to 300. So let's move to the skill. Let's move to the skill, this thing where we have the skill class. So we'll style this one, since they have the same class. So it's going to pick it for. So what we want to do is remember our market section. This is our market section here. So we want to add this, we've created this market content and this market heading. So skill content, skill numbers, skill data, and the likes of them. That's what we want to do now. So first one is the div skill content. This one, the div with the class of skill content. So we have div the class of skills content. Let's give it a width. This width is not spelled correctly. Width of 300 pixels. Then we'll give it an height of 350 pixels. So I'll give it a height of 360 pixels. We'll give a border, not color now, border of 10 pixels. Then solid. You want the borders will be solid with white. You are going to see the effect now. Then the padding top now, we should make it at 20 pixels. So the next one is the skills content number. Let's just copy it. Then we'll move to skill content title. Let's just make duplicate of them here. Okay. Let's duplicate this and this. So we're going to change this one to title. We'll change this one to text. Okay, so let's pick this. Paste it here. The color, we need to use the same color that has a kind of good C to C0. Okay, this is it. Then the font should be the font size should be 80. And let's give it a font width of 900. 900 is the highest font width. Okay, so for the title, it should be the color of white. The same font family. Let's change this one to 30. 900. I apologize for all the background noises. So for the skill content text, so that it won't look as if we are doing magic. We've done this. This is for the title. We have different them. Then this is the one that I want to style next. So we have it as white. We give it the same font family of this. We give it as 16 pixels. We don't need the font width. So let's just make it pattern left. I'll give it 10 pixels. I need to change this one to right. Let's save and let's see how our page will look like now. Then, so we have this. And what else do we have? Okay, so we will need to check. We will need to check this thing. Something is missing. They ought to be displayed in an inline inline type. I think there is something that we're missing. Let me see. Let's go back to our code. There's something that we're missing from here. So let's try and trace that. Market section. One of the thing about this HTML and CSS is this: if there's something that you miss somewhere, you need to. That's why it's good that you comment. You put your comment on wherever you are doing all these things, so that you know what to trace. We have market section. We have market content. Okay, I think we start the market section, then the market heading, market content, market heading. Let's see. Coming. Okay. Let's move this one. We have HTTP2 here. We have the market section. That's the heading, but we don't have styling for this market content and market heading. So I think those are the things that we've not started yet. Let's start the two of them. Market content and market heading. I think one of them should be H3. Our market heading ought to be H3, not H2. So that will give a difference between them. Okay, so we have market heading. Let's save this. So the beautiful thing is this. If you are trying to learn how to do all these things, so it's there is no how. You still make maybe some little errors. So with time, it's going to get better. It's not going to get worse. That's just the beauty about it. You need to take your time and try and troubleshoot to see what is happening. So market heading. Let's put that one first, because I think okay. Anyway, whichever way. So let's just get one of these, copy it here, and so for the market heading, let's leave it at white. The same font. Let's give it 60 pixels. We don't need. We need the font width. We don't need padding. Let's give it a font width of 500 as a market heading. Now for the market content, let's copy this and let's use the second pattern font and 25 pixels, 500. So let's see the difference now. Okay, so this one was actually smaller the other time. So so that's why, so we can see the difference now. We gave the class of this one to this one, so that's why it wasn't picking it. So it was using what it was using here for here. So let's just remove this maker here. And we will now see, so we have our client say here, and we need to find out why this thing is like this. They ought to be 4 on a row. So let's get to it. What exactly are we looking for? Okay, I said we need to remove maker here, just to make sure that the thing are on the same line. So for this, what do we have that we are not getting? So for our column large 12, we need to put text center. So we have this, let's save first and let's even see. Okay, so they are in the center, but this is our concern. We have all these skill contents and so what did we miss there? So we have, let's start from here. Something tells me that our div not closing. So it seems we have 2 div that is already here. So let's save and go back. See. It's still not so. Okay. Let's try and track them. We have our section, which is closed. We have our section, which is closed. We have our div container, which is also closed. Then we have this div of row. Is it closed? Yeah, it is. Then we have this our div. Okay, so this is not closed because if you check this, this way is closing. So need to add div here. So this row, there are some div that we didn't close. So this one is speaking this coming. Then the next thing is this. One, two, three, four. So I think it should be from this row. Where is this div closing? Ha! It's not supposed to close here. So remove this div. So our section is closed. Our div container is closed. Our div row is closed. Then our div column 12 text center is closed. Then we have this. Then we have this two. This arrow, so it's closed. So let's save now and go back. Done. So you can see the importance of. All right. As we continue, sorry for the, I lost a bit of connection. I apologize for that. So one thing about CSS and HTML is that you need to follow the you need to just follow the way things are. So we are going to put a stop here. So in the next tutorial, we're going to we're going to add something to this footer, like something to the footer here. So then we create the landing page. So we're done with this. Let's just leave it this way and we'll continue the next tutorial. So thank you very much for your time. Please don't forget to like the video. Please like the video, make your comment on the video, and also subscribe to my channel for more tutorial. Thank you very much. My name is Amos. Thank you for your time. Please do like the video, share, comment on the video, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.